If you want to give your assessment and how optimistic you are now feeling, 0800 111 40 41. Let's talk to Jack Kindle-Brown and Lawrence Tate from Chelmsford. We've been chatting to them throughout this tournament. They host the TalkingLoyal Football podcast. Morning to both of you.
Morning, Sonia.
Morning, Sonia.
Morning. Thanks for coming on. Jack, let's start with you. How are you feeling after Saturday?
Quite relieved, I think, is probably the best way to describe it. I think, like you said, but it looked like it was all ending. But yeah, we get the goal at the end. It's become our little trick of the tournament, I suppose. It looks like we're playing awful, but somehow we get through.
which is, you know, that as one of our listeners, Chris, just said a moment ago, if we're not playing that great, but we're still getting through, that is a positive. But I'm worried that is a risky strategy to go behind and then try and equalise and go on to win. We can't be doing that in the final, can we? If we get to the final, of course, Jack.
No, I mean, a lot of the pundits and the reporters and journalists on the telly are all saying, "Oh, it's okay if you don't play well and you still win. That's a good sign." Blah blah. But like you said, I think our luck could run out if we get to the final. I think Spain or France. Spain look like the best team that have played the best way. I think, I don't know. I'm saying this, but we keep winning, so I don't know. But I feel like if we carry on, it must run out at some point.
Yeah. Well, yes, exactly that. Let's bring you in, Lawrence. What do you think about what Jack said, and what do you think about the match on Saturday?
Yeah, I completely agree. But there've been teams in the past. Portugal won the Euro, I think, 2016. Didn't play particularly well. Didn't think they won a game in 90 minutes until maybe the semi-final. It looks like we're sort of on that trajectory of just about doing enough to get them over the line. And there is an old saying of football: if you're not playing well but still winning, it's a good sign. It's a sign of a winning team.
What's going to change it? Because, I mean, I must admit that I feel they've been a little bit cautious, a little bit lacklustre. There's something missing in the earlier matches. I felt even before Switzerland took the lead, I felt we were playing better. There were more opportunities. Have you seen a slight improvement through the tournament? Has that heartened you a little bit? Because it did feel that there was something a little bit different about them on Saturday compared to the other matches.
Yeah, because he made a slight change in formation and with the wing backs, and it seems as soon as we concede, we like to take the handbrake off and we start playing a bit better. Because as soon as we went 1-0 down, we equalised in 5 minutes, and it looked like we were a better team. It looked like let's just throw it all to the wind, and we were playing better.
Yeah, and what did you foresee this going all the way to penalties, Lawrence?
I knew it would be tight. These sort of games are always decided by 1 goal max, and I thought extra time. But when it did go to penalties, I was quite confident, and that's quite a strange thing to say as an Englishman. Obviously, we've been knocked out many a time, but even with Harry Kane going off, we've got a good selection of penalty takers. A lot of them take them for the clubs. Cole Palmer, Tony and Saka, they all take penalties throughout the Premier League season. So I was quite confident that we would get the job done, and Pickford's got a very good record for England in saving penalties as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, let's bring you back in. I love a penalty shootout when it doesn't involve England, because I like the drama. I just don't want the stakes to be really high for England. But it did seem that they were quite cool, calm and collected, actually, throughout that, which was refreshing.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. And like Tate said, but in Southgate's time at England, we've sort of turned the penalty record around, and Pickford is actually quite good at saving penalties. And like you said, the 5 that were picked were very comfortable in that situation. And yeah, I watch a lot of the football, and a lot of them have been boring games. But when it's extra time, you sort of hang on because of that chance for penalties. But yes, when it's England, the feelings are very different. But I mean, I wouldn't say, we're definitely going to win on penalties, but I'm definitely more confident than we've ever been, I think.
Yeah, and Ivan Toney, I don't think he looked at the ball, did he, when he took his penalty? I mean, that's spectacular. Confidence.
That was ridiculous, yeah. It's one thing like stuttering and sort of giving the eyes to the goalie and stuff, but to not even look at the ball is outrageous.
It's a risky strategy, but good on him for the confidence. And we got the job done. Right, predictions for Wednesday then. What do you think, Jack?
I think it'd be much the same. Because we were expecting a different performance and exciting and all the rest of it. But I don't think Holland are probably quite similar to us in the way they play as well. So extra time and penalties again. I think, we'll go England penalties.
No! Lawrence, predictions, please.
England 1-0.
Okay, right. I'm really hoping it's 1-0 because I don't think my stress levels could take another penalty shootout. But anyway, I'll chat to you later this week, guys, all right?
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Lawrence. And hopefully we'll be chatting about England in the finals of the Euros. 7:31 right now.